Okay. Hello, Ever Afters. So I'm gonna be listening to their Curious mini album. So this is gonna be a short. We'll see how if it ends up being short, but it's like only 3 songs in here, and one of them which I have heard already because I have seen the MV for Curious. So I was to say, so I'm intrigued and also like wondering like what the other 2 songs are gonna sound like in comparison to the first album, because I feel like for the first album, it was very much kind of very like a good album to start off with because I think it was very identifying of the group's sound in itself. So I know Curious is a little bit more stronger. I said this too in the MV reaction. So I'm wondering if it's gonna be the same thing for the rest of the songs, or it's gonna kind of be like how We UNIS was, where like obviously Superwoman is like the song isn't like super hard, but the meaning behind it is like very like powerful, and then the rest of the songs were kind of like the cutesy kind of like dreamy kind of vibe. So we're just gonna go ahead and listen, y'all. I'm sure they were like you all were really like shocked from the first album to this. Like let's go. I want to be the one. When 나만 몰라.
New classic wanna be 나인 걸 what's up next chapter 열어봐 moon plus classic 급하면 다음 날걸 the reason why I'm chosen 유리구두보다 세니까 and then I can't get jumping running out cause I keep loving makes me delicate I feel the time never stop like that 누가 줘 I'm dress을 입고 난 perfect hat-trick run like a
Like the high notes are so clean.
너만 몰라 정말 몰라 I want to be the one 바로 나야 do what I wanna do 깊이 숨겨 해봐야 봐 눈부시잖아 I'm like a star 너만 몰라 I want to be the one
When 나만 몰라.
when 나만 몰라 when 나만 몰라 when 나만 몰라 but I'm confused and the whole lot difficult world I'm afraid just trust myself 빛날 테니까 and I will show the real to you ever after when 나만 몰라 when 나만 몰라 when 나만 몰라 when 나만 몰라
Okay, I mean this is a good start off, but it's what is okay, very much different. But it makes sense because like for the B-sides, I feel like you want to try to be different from what your title track is.
I wanna make you my friend. Let it know you wanna want.
Okay. It's definitely giving like self-love as the message for it, which like I said, I really like that they're doing kind of inspirational music in that regard that you can like look up to, or like also if you need like a pick me up. Hey. Hey.
Make you my friend. 나는 너의 one-on-one. 너와 있으면 fun, yeah. I can be my number one. 나만 뒤에 myself and I. 동화 속의 주인공. 네가 나를 만들어줘. 꿈꿔왔던 모든 날. Just you and I. 오래된 장면들처럼.
Oh.
예전 모습과는 달라 빛을 내며 피겠지 나로 멋진 색깔빛을 채워 Time chapter 한 걸음 더 앞으로 Good love
Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, more of like a okay. So yeah, definitely trying to like have one main like strong song and then the other two like kind of similar to what their sound is for the last album. Cute. I can see this is like a song for like whenever they go to have their concert where they're just like having fun and like going around the stage with the fans. Oh, come on, high note. Wow. The ending of that song reminded me of another song, like the way it like fades out into like the guitar. Hmm. Further, for this being their second mini album, it's still consistent. I feel like with the last one, but I feel like I definitely liked the songs more from their first album than I did here. Obviously, I really like Curious. Like that one, like was a surprise, and I was just like, oh, I'm like this is like different from Superwoman, but still keeping up with like the stronger kind of like girl empowerment image. Whereas like the other two, I feel like for Dating Myself and Poppin', obviously they're trying to do the contrast of like that's like their title track, right? To like pull everyone in and be like, oh, like this is interesting, like this is very much different than what we thought, and then like obviously they go back to like the two like the staple like sound of like the girliness of it and like the younger side. But like I said, I really think I like Dating Myself a little bit more, just because it seems like the lyrics are kind of that. I mean, probably for Poppin' it is too, but I honestly should just look up the lyrics for them because my take on Dating Myself was more so like I said, the more uplifting kind of like talking about like self worth in a way, like don't be putting yourself down in like because you're you basically is the image that I was kind of getting from it. But let me look. There's no other way but Sunday. Yeah, that's what it seems like it's doing. Like, oh, even though you like may not maybe you have like insecurities, but like try to like come to terms with it and like kind of be at peace with it and kind of look on the bright side and look at the positive things about yourself and like don't always put yourself down as what it's giving, which is why I really like it because it's very much like I said, it's keeping up with like the theme of the last album where I feel like it was very much about focusing on like the dreams of like their dreams and then ambitions and just also tackling like stereotypes of like women in general. So I think that's why I really like that one. But let me look up what Poppin' is about. Hmm. Okay, it just seems like it's mostly like oh no, there's like some lines or whatever here, but it's basically mostly like them like kind of having fun and like talking about like their bond as a group in a way is what it's giving in the lyrics. That they like will always be for each other and kind of like we can always have fun and like if we need to like have a break or something like that, that's what it's giving. But like I said, I don't get that when I first like because obviously I don't understand Korean. Y'all like I understand like some words but not everything, so that's why for Dating Myself I could kind of see what they were talking about a little bit, and they had more English lyrics in that, so I was like okay, I picked up on like what I thought it was. Whereas for Popping, like I couldn't since I couldn't think like it just sounded like a more playful song. But reading the lyrics now, I think that's what they're very consistent so far in their message as a group is like kind of focusing on like upbring like having like a uplifting like spirit and like a good message, positive message in their music. But yeah, like I said, I think for sure it's gonna take me a second to like the same thing with the last album. It's gonna take me a second to listen to the songs more and then get into them more. But for obviously for UNIS, after I watched the stages, I grew to like the songs a lot more just hearing them perform it live. So if there are any performances for the other two songs aside from Curious, like I let me know in the comments and I'll check those out because I kind of want to see as well like if it'll grow on me more. But I don't know, I just sometimes like I said, I'm always like that with some songs, y'all. I at first listen and like it's not my favorite, but then it ends up growing on me. Like it's always like that for me. So for sure, gonna be put. I still like Curious a lot, but we're out. I think it's gonna be in that or like literally the order of how they have the track list for this one. It's gonna be the same for me because Curious, like I liked it because it's a good like I said a good track to be different, like kind of like have a different appeal, whereas the other two are like kind of the same as how their other b-sides were their other track where it's like oh, okay, doing the more girly kind of like cutesy but still keeping up with like oh it's not just cutesy, like if you actually pay attention to the lyrics and like the meaning, it's very much meaningful, and that is trying to like be like a positive kind of give like a positive mindset in a way and like provide like kind of healing and comfort in the lyrics as well for like anyone. So but I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. I know it was a little bit more quiet because I was like taking in the songs itself, and like I said, it was more because since it kind of like was the same as it was like anything too different than what I was expecting. I was just like kind of had some you know, I was expecting something a little bit different for sure with how the title track was, but you know, it's okay. Like it's not. It's kind of like I said, they're trying to like have kind of similar sounding, like to where it's like okay, it's kind of like the same, but you know, still having a different track, if that makes sense. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one.